I hear a dog. Where's it at? Where's my puppy? Welcome back to Old School. Today we got a lot to do. It is March. We have a silo we're going to want to buy because I want to get that out of the way and make sure our finances are in order. We're probably going to swap out our seeder when it comes time to planting. And then we got to get some lime down on all these fields as well. Are those babies? They are. We have some babies. That is awesome. How many do we have? Let's look in the menu for that. I thought I saw some milk. So it looks like we have 11. We had 8 adults now that are producing milk and 11 babies to give us a total of 19. And over the sheep, we're still sitting at our 10 plus 8, so 18. So looking good, looking really good. But we're gonna head out over here. We're gonna wander on out. We talked last episode about possibly adjusting this new field that we created, and I do think that's what we're gonna do next. And grass is gonna go here. We're gonna split this into 2 fields. We're gonna purchase a silo and then decorate it a little bit so it looks good long term. All right, with top in the sky here, we can see this largish field, and I do want to kind of split it in half. So let's find our gravel texture that we've been using. Yeah, that's it. All right, so let's see. I do want to do a little bit of a cut across right here as well while we're in here. So we'll do that. Is it my imagination or can I see a bunch of squares? Anyways, that probably doesn't show up on YouTube. And let's do a little bit more so we can cut through that way. So we'd head up here, and I think about right here is where I want to start coming across, and we'll just kind of make a little transition like that into a new, we'll separate those 2 fields that way. And then let's go into silos. And this $50,000 one is the one I want to land on here. I want to have this off the road a little bit, go about right there. And now we're going to do a little bit of detail work here. So enjoy. All right, I think that did good. We'll have to head on out there and take a look at it. Let's grab the spreader though while we head that way. It's looking good. Ooh, lots of wool, or a little bit of milk coming in. It's heading out this road, and I am glad we added that little cut across because I think it's going to be utilized a lot. Yeah, as we just kind of boop instead of going around the tree. And then when we have a, trailer and everything, we can come in this way, drop our goods off, and leave. I think it turned out pretty good. Still a decent sized field over there. Decent size over here as well. I think it'll work out. So let's go ahead. I want to focus on planting a few fields today. And the main one I really want to make sure we get done first is going to be the one in front of us. And just to kind of get an idea here of how much lime we're going to use, let's go ahead and just use this up first. Get on the right path here. Let's see, we got 4.3. Oh, we forgot something. That's why. We need to come in here on precision farming, and we're going to purchase a soils sample here, and we're going to repurchase this one as well. So now it did turn it green. So 3.5, so it's a little bit less than what we were just using. I think we're going to buy like 6. We got a lot of fields. I think we're going to buy 8 or 9 bags. Let's do 9. We'll do 9 bags. And it definitely seems like we're getting a pretty good start here with what we had in... Oh, it's not applying. Let me get a little bit farther over. That's unfortunate. Probably should have just did up and down there. All right, let's go in and buy some. We'll probably get the truck over here momentarily to help us move them around. But I have a feeling not all of that's going to apply correctly, so it is what it is. We complained about that in a different video. Let's not do it again. So we'll do 8, and then we'll purchase an extra one. I have a suspicion. That that's going to be the exact amount we need. Like I said, we'll get the truck over here probably after we do the first field, and we get sick of driving back over here and get it in closer proximity, but the grass field's so close that it feels okay. It feels okay to do it this way. So let's zoom in a little bit closer here. We'll grab onto this pass. And once we get in here, let's go ahead and turn it on, see if it forgives us a little bit for what we did. Yep, I think it's a bug. Let's keep rolling, get the rest of this line put down. We got 3 fields to do, including this one. I love the look of that, guys. All right, let's get it done. Maybe, just maybe, we overbought. I don't think we did, but we'll find out. We're going to go ahead and look at the road and the mini-map. Okay, that was pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and put this over here in proximity to where we're going to work next. And then we will get the truck over here so we can get the lime moved a lot quicker. You know, if the lime is in the proximity here, I think we'll be much happier. All right, let's see how cleanly we can do this. I do want to get all of them on the truck. All right, let's go right here and just push them because we didn't get low enough. And we will just grab this first one, lift it up, sneak up a little bit farther, and a little bit more, back right there. Back this out. Oh boy. This is gonna fit. I don't think we'll get the 9th one, so we can come back for that later. I am gonna leave this here because we seem to be getting a good amount of use out of it. So that doesn't look good though. Ruh-roh. All right, let's try not to tip. A little top heavy here, and we'll drive through our grass field. It won't harm it. And we'll find a nice central place here that'll be able to help both fields out. All right, let's get back in the farm mall. Forgot what brand this was. And go ahead and get filled up and get started on these 2 fields. And we'll do this one first. I think we are going to... Come on, you can do it. We're going to get some oats put in this field, and the field behind us, we're going to do soybeans. And those will just be some crops for us to make some money to pay for the cattle enclosure that I'm going to want soon, and the chicken enclosure. Them's the plans. Let's get this done. And with the headland all done here, we've filled up twice already, and that's it's kind of making me wonder if 8's going to be enough, and that 9th one. Well, we're going to find out for sure, but got to get these fields in a good state, get them planted, make some money off of them, get some more animals in here. Really loving this series, guys. I'm liking all the series we got going, and great feedback from everyone on them. Seems like the community is enjoying it as well. Yeah, another 2 loads there. We're almost done with this field. Moving along good. Do feel like we're starting to outgrow some of this equipment, so it would be nice to look into some upgrades soonish, but we talked about that last episode, I believe, and the priorities on where we're spending money have got to stay where they are right now, at least. And at some point we will start working on, you know, getting an upgraded tractor and some implements. Today we are going to swap out the seeder. Tried out that Oliver one. I wasn't a fan of it. I've been itching to go ahead and sell it and get an upgrade, and we're going to go back to Old Faithful, the old case one that we've used a lot on the channel. But I think it's very fitting for this series, and it's probably my favorite seeder in the game. So we're going to go back to it. All right, that field is done. And just to make sure we're going to have enough time to do everything, I think I'm going to drop this here. We're going to leave I almost called it salt, the lime, and we'll do this field in phases. We'll get to it if we can today, but I do want to prioritize getting that grass field planted and the oats in the ground, and then the soybeans if we get to them today. Great. If we get to them in April, so be it. All right, we do have a little bit of product left in here, so we're going to take it with us. We'll empty it around the area where everything spawns in the sales location, and then we will sell this. It's only going to get us like $600, if that. I think it's going to be like $590 or something. But we are going to buy that new one. And this one just, I don't know, it was misleading. It said it was wider than it was. And we're just going to swap it out. So about right yonder, we'll go ahead and unload. We have some herbicide here. We need to clean this area up. They're not going to be very much fans of us. We're using their parking lot. What if another farmer moves in? Yeah, 588's what we got back, and a very familiar mod to us. Let's get it. Well, attachers, what's both sides? Yeah, just in case, we'll do that. An extra $600. Could have upgraded that later, but that's fine. Oh, we need the tractor. Oh, we need some product too. Let's go ahead and buy a little bit more seed, and I think we'll end up going through it today, so let's buy a little bit more fertilizer. So we're down to 42,000. So we got another cut of grass that we're going to be able to do before we have to buy the harvester. So we'll be able to get some more silage that way. We'll double check what we have for feed for the sheep and goats before we make that call, though, because we're definitely going to want to make sure we do the right thing when it comes to that. All right, we're going to have to back up after this. Now, I think I have my recording software in a pretty good spot now. And there was a patch this week that I don't know if it's my imagination and that the graphics got a little bit better, but everything seems super crisp to me right now, so I think it's a positive thing. Definitely didn't get worse. All right, let's see if we can get this all in one pass here. We have to be careful with this because it is a direct drill. It will plant over the existing grass. But that seemed to do the job there. Let's back out just a little bit more. And then I want to come around this way because I think it would be easier to make sure we don't miss anything when we're planting. Oop, let's back up, make sure we lower it. Yeah, as long as we lose just a little bit. So what we're trying to do is minimize the loss we're going to get by running over as little grass as possible. It just means that area we'll have to harvest later. It won't be ready next month for us like the rest of this field is. But that seems to be working pretty good, and this seeder feels like home. It feels like what we should be using. And let's go right here, and we're just gonna lose a little bit extra there just to make sure that these fields do blend together. And away we go on the headlands. And we are going to do a little speed override to get this done. Well, it's only going to be able to handle about 10. So let's go ahead and set it to that 9. Let's get focused. Let's get it done. even though we're not quite there yet, there's 3 headlands configured on this. We are going to start focusing on the ups and downs here. We'll get that little section in front of us pretty easily, but not burning through too much seed. The seed's not going down very fast. Fertilizer is. So something I'm keeping an eye on now is, did we buy enough fertilizer? Because the field in front of us when we do oats is definitely going to use more. Right? It's going to want to get it closer to green, where we're really just focused on getting it to orange on grass. So that's something to think about while we're, making sure we budgeted here and are trying not to overspend. But I think we will just clean up this little bit here before we do the real ups and downs. Oop, didn't mean to lock in there. And then if we just kind of head back this way, should clean up anything. And well, we'll see. We will see. There might be a little area we still have to do, but going good. This is going a lot quicker than I thought it would go, so we might get to the soybeans today. Time will tell. Oh boy. We made a mistake. I looked down for 2 seconds and was looking at something. Okay. Well, that's fun. So that area back there is going to be fresh grass. Oh, we're getting close, though. We're getting close to being done with this field. It's only 10:55. Coming in for that last pass. We are going to head in and get a little bit of diesel. We talked enough about that problem with this tractor. Probably the main reason why I want to get rid of it, too. Well, and it's yeah. That's the main reason why I want to get rid of it. Now we're doing the last little pass here. But it does give us a nice opportunity to just swing by the gas station to get some diesel. Should be a couple $100, not too bad. Yeah, 208. Let's go ahead and sneak up here, fill up a little bit. Don't really need the seed yet, but might as well since we're here. Definitely gonna need the fertilizer. And hopefully that's enough for both these fields, otherwise we will have to buy some more. And no reason not to drive through the grass field, doesn't really damage it. Now it will be interesting to see how we feel about these field sizes. I feel like the grass fields, it's pushing it for a grass field, but man, that's gonna make us some cash. So let's go ahead and swing to the left here and we'll get started. Just a busy planting day. Get lowered again. Locked into place here with our futuristic guided steering. It's only turning it yellow, so it's not quite getting to green. So the oats don't need as much nitrogen or liquid solid fertilizer as I was expecting, at least for that soil type in that area. But here we're adding still about the same amount that we were adding. I think it's good. I think we'll have enough. And the fact that it's only 11:16, I think we're gonna have enough time to get to this field next to us too. Let's get busy. Let's find out. Boy, I messed up again. So I have a rule that I am 125% breaking. My rule is to not look at my phone at all during recording sessions. So to begin with today, I closed the tab on my upload of the No Shortcuts episode that came out on what would be Thursday. This should be coming out on the day after, on Friday. And so I got it uploaded. We released it about, 2.5 hours later than we normally do a video. So my whole day's been thrown off. So it's, 7 o'clock now at night, had dinner, got everything going. I'm recording this. So I'm checking on, comments, and then I get a comment that there's 30 seconds of just music and no visuals. So I apologize for that. I did try to take a peek in the YouTube editor, and I might try a little bit harder after this recording session to see if I can edit that out. I don't think it's worth a re-upload. I do apologize for that. A little bit of insight on what's going on around the Socks Way Up production area here is I did buy a new computer that I am doing a dual setup, and the video should look great today. I'm hoping I got the quality locked in on how I'm recording it. I'm looking at the preview right now. It looks really good, but Yeah, so I keep looking at the comments and seeing, you know, if more people are doing that. And it's making me feel, you know, we're like, what, almost 4 years into this. It's like 6 years into YouTube completely, and I'm still making rookie mistakes. And we'll try to tighten things up here. But let's get back to planting some oats on old school. Yeah, this field size is feeling just about right. So we did 3 headlands here with the trusty old case seeder. So we'll start doing the ups and downs instantly. And I've been looping, kind of, I'll show you here. Kind of, you know, pulling out a little bit and then coming back around so I don't have to skip rows. I'm wondering if that's like slower. If I just skip a row and then come back a second pass and get those every other row, there's a couple different ways we could do it. I think we're gonna try one of my favorite here in a little bit more of a time lapse. So it might be a time lapse heavy episode, but that happens sometimes. Enjoy it. So this approach works really good until we get to the passes that we're going to come up on right now, where the length of the field is or the length of the pass is changing. This one that we'll do right here is going to be fine, but the next time we come this direction is where it's going to get a little swirly. But yeah, I'm super interested now in like what your guys is like. I call this like skipping passes. I don't like. There's every other pass. There's a block of passes. I'm sure there's a technical term that farmers use for the technique I'm using right now. Just really interested in what you guys do. Are you super patient and you just do row by row? Do you do every other one, or you do the groups of them like I'm doing right now? Super interested. I like to mix it up too, so maybe you guys do it that way as well, where it's not always, you know, the same exact thing, so it changes it a little bit, right? And this is what I'm talking about. Like, we're still gonna have to go out pretty wide to turn around because of the extra length of the field to make sure we do get over in time to get the full pass. Not too bad though. And we're almost done with this field. We got plenty of time. We're absolutely gonna take care of those soybeans next. All right, we're getting this little speck here and then one little pass to go. I think we will go pick up more seed. We are just about at 50%. And I have no idea how it's going to go, but you know, we could tell here. So we're at 160 seeds per meter squared. If we switch, oh, that was the wrong button. But we actually don't need the fertilizer, so that works out good. Let's go ahead and switch. That was the wrong button. We'll switch to soybeans, and it's 160. It's still saying 160, huh? Available, not available, 160, everything on this. Okay, so we'll grab a little bit more seed just in case this is bigger. And we should not have to put any fertilizer down for soybeans. They can't be planted till April. I'm a doofus. We do need to get the lime taken care of though. Go ahead and start with a fresh load here. All right, and we're gonna find out now. Part of our lead of this episode was how much lime did we buy the right amount. So we still have all that over there and the one at the store. I'm gonna guess I think we nailed it. I think we nailed it. This is taking 3.5 tons per hectare right now, sandy loam. So now it's down to 2.3. Yeah, we're gonna find out. It's steering assist. Let's get it done. It's going pretty good. We still have these three. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. There was some spots that we had to put 6.8 tons per hectare down, and that seems to be what's really eating the lime on this field. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I think we're probably gonna need to go back to the store and get that other one. We'll see how much is in there after we use this amount. We're getting close. Yeah, I think that confirms it. We're gonna need at least that other bag. At least that other bag. So we might have to buy even more. Only 900 in here. We are gonna use it and then we'll head in and get a full load. I didn't want to go fill up right now and then have to drive back twice. I guess we could have used the skid steer to bring it over here. But man, I am loving this farm. I think it looks so good. We might end up putting some enclosures here, some buildings in this area around the silo and eat into this field a little bit, but it's still open to go that direction if that is the case. So, you know, none of this stuff is immutable. We can definitely change things up as we grow and expand. So let's head on in. We'll get a full load. Oh yeah, we'll be able to get it with just one time filling this up. And woo, sorry if I made you dizzy there. And we almost cleaned up this area just by using our resources. Just be a little bit left in this bag. We can come pick. Oh no. Are we gonna need another one? We might need another one. Moment of truth coming down the home stretch here. It's gonna be just not enough. And we're gonna just deal with it. Oh man, okay, we gotta get some stuff put away here. But that's gonna be it for March. I think we will leave the cedar there because we're just gonna bring it right out in the morning anyways. But I think it was a wise purchase. And I'm just loving this, guys. Like, I know I keep saying it, but I absolutely love this farm. We're gonna work on this area a little bit more eventually and get it looking a little bit better. But boy, sad it's not green yet. I guess that'll come in April here. Yeah, there's one more thing I did want to do tonight. I want to make sure we keep that tractor clean. Let's get it sprayed down, get all the dirt off of it. We did a lot of work with it today. Try to keep this worth as much as possible for when it comes time to sell it or turn it into a lawn ornament. Make sure it looks good. All right, on that note, I am Socks Way Up. I appreciate every single one of you. I will catch you on the next episode.